A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems. I only wish life could be as leisurely as this a little more often. How greedy of me.
Really? You do that? Oh, no, really. It's all right.
Yes, and
Oh? What happened? Did Paimon
Hello, you two.
perhaps...
Yes. It was Lustig.
To be precise, I was curious. Little did I know.
It's not just... Oh, yes, that's the one.
But don't be mistaken.
Oh! I don't think anyone's... Right.
Ah,
Either way, Lessig is going to...
yes, I'll do my best.
What was that?
No, I mean... that...
Very good. Seems Adia has a little more pep. Now that you three are situated, we can focus on what the rest of us will be doing today. I'll go gather the others. We should get ready to leave as soon as possible. And there she goes. Maybe this is how it... Where are we going now? We're going to retrieve the last missing component. My working theory is that the director listed on the sign has it.
No details slips by our general.
What's a director? director is a kind of job. The one we're looking for is named Zosimos. Zosimos is responsible for managing everything that happens on the stage, similar to how Idea is responsible for managing the whole realm.
Wow! Sounds like Miss Idea must be way busier!
You'd think so, wouldn't you? Care to comment on that at all, Idea?
Maybe someone else can explain. I'm just enjoying taking it easy, as usual. The director doesn't get out much. He's almost always cooped up in his treehouse making prop, but I'm trying to... Huh? Hey, don't forget!
I believe it's that way. Though he might prefer to be alone, given and having a... So if I were him...
But how do you...
Simple.
Oh, good...
Where did that blasted automation mechanism go? Who's that? Idea?
Yes, Zosimos! 'Tis I, Idea!
This is a
Curled up in a...
Wow, what a fast...
The name's Paimon? And no...
It seems...
I knew from the start that a
Mascot?
Okay. And that's...
I do, I'm a...
Okay, so you're holding the component ransom till we help you fix the mechanisms, huh?
No. Till we fix...
I'd have thought he wants us to...
You're all forgetting that the majority of his work...
What has... Although I was hoping... You're a big group.
Gosh, I want to help. Can we?
Also, suddenly...
Huh?
Yes, really. Just give me a little time, and I'll write it all up. In the meantime, I'll leave things to you, Idea.
Whoa.
Zosimos has always wanted to write an epic story about a thief and a maid. Why don't you all take some time for yourself?
A director, my friends, is a storyteller. And the heroine... Well...
Let me see.
Oh, wait.
It's okay, Cleve.
That would be most appreciated, Kaya. Oh, you think if I make it...
What can I say?
Great. If you need me for...
Wonder what the theaters are like here. Let's go check it out while everyone's still getting ready.
Today is a lucky day.
Where did it go? I put it right here.
Hey, Zosimos! What you up to?
Oh, please, come here.
So, directors have to design this? Sounds like...
Idea has her work cut out for, well, she just says what she thinks. You don't know how to write, but even though I'm very grateful.
So...
Like I said, from a young age, every time I came, unfortunately, I couldn't offer much beyond my practical skills. So I ended up spending most... Don't get me wrong, I do love building...
No wonder you...
By the way...
The one you only...
Yeah, if it's not here, but...
No problem. Whoa! Look at all these books! Now, where's the master script? Oh, it sounds like a water droplet is on the second floor. Let's go have a look. Wow, this is a lot of... Looks like the water droplet has been managing them for the Most of them look like works in progress. Then it should be the one that's finished. Okay, this is the only script that fits the bill. Let's go give it to Director Zosimos. Zosimos, we got your script.
Thank you. That's a huge help. Anyway, the stage is secondary. The performance is what...
You don't sound very confident in what you're saying.
It's true. I realize now, even if you have the same actors performing on the same stage, the performance will be slightly different every the truth is that now, of course, preprints are... But, Idias...
So...
I'd like the Traveler to go into... The reason is...
Oh, Pipe!
Yes, even if it really...
Hard to turn a guy down after...
Thank you. Long, long ago, there was a great thief. He lived in a land where the light did not shine, where all suffered in the darkness.
People call me...
Sorry, Kaya. Directly into the microphone, please. Otherwise your voice'll...
Okay. They call me the Dagger Bandit, but no one sees that I rob the rich and give to the poor. Here in the dark, evildoers run rampant in the shadows, while the good, honest folk stumble blindly on, just trying to find a way through.
As the bandit brooded, suddenly the world was inexplicably changed as a single star appeared on the horizon and flew across the sky. Traveler, stomp on that movement mechanism in front of you.
Light. A brief flash, yet enough to illuminate the world. If I can find the source of that light, I can shine it into the darkness, and the people will suffer in blindness no longer.
Without a moment to spare, he set off to follow the star's course. All the while, the star kept moving through the sky. Traveler, the star kept moving through the sky.
Looks like I have to go through the desert. This could get dangerous.
If everything he'd heard was to be believed, the desert ahead was a no-man's land filled with horrors. Worse still, the star had landed in the most difficult-to-reach location, surrounded by sheer cliffs. But he was determined to press onward.
I've come this far, and I'm not about to turn back now.
The Dagger Bandit trekked deep into the desert wasteland. Yet when he finally arrived at his destination, he found not a fallen star, but a young girl, dressed in white.
How strange. I'm positive this is where the star landed. Young lady, do you know where the light has gone?
The girl replied,
Traveler from afar, the light you seek is only a bottled flame. But the flame has now died, and its light is long gone.
Bottled flame?
Yes, it was a gift from another.
And so, the girl began to tell the story of how the bottle came into her possession. The girl hailed from a kingdom that sat atop the waterfalls. But when the reigning dynasty fell and a new one seized power, she and her people fled for their lives. A thick fog began to fill the air as she made her way through the forest, and dense thickets tried to block her path. There is a mechanism down there that you can press to retract the thicket board below the stage.
If I only had a lamp to guide me through this wretched forest, then I could survive.
With scratches covering her arms and legs, the girl pressed through the pain and made her way forward. The road ahead was arduous, but she was determined to press onward.
I've come this far, and I'm not about to turn back now.
But just as she was drawing near her destination, a huge stretch of thorns and brambles suddenly came into view. Despair set in and began to weigh on her heart.
If only someone could help me, I would give anything in return.
The girl's heartfelt wish in her moment of desperation did not go unheard.
Wait! There's no mechanism for the final thicket!
Ugh, I must have forgotten to check those boards.
According to the story, those thickets should be gone from the stage now, right?
Yes, total oversight on my part. What a pain.
I can help! Traveler, catch! It's a Jumpy Dumpty!
The girl's heartfelt wish did not go unheard, for a Jumpy Dumpty who was passing by helped to clear a path for her.
Oh, thank you, Jumpy Dumpty.
And so the girl continued her journey deeper into the forest. But what she found there was not a lamp, but a mage glowing with fire. So, just to clarify, it was supposed to be the mage who helped burn a path through the thicket.
Save it for the end, man!
The mage took pity on the girl and handed her a bottle. Then, the mage began to tell the story of how the bottle came into her possession. The fiery mage had an adventurous spirit and enjoyed taking long journeys. On one such journey, while taking rest in an oasis, she found a beautiful bottle by a crescent-shaped lake.
Klee, quick, get in the light.
She was an extraordinary mage with the power to grant people their wishes. She turned the bottle into a thing of equally extraordinary power. But the only place that it could make wishes come true was inside of the bottle.
Oh me, oh my, look at this wonderful bottle of mine. It could make a fine toy. But better still, a sojourner's home.
The fiery mage blew into the bottle, allowing it to grant one single wish outside its glass walls.
Oh, am I supposed to blow into it? Wow, it lit up.
A flame was kindled within the bottle, and it began to glow a fiery red, just like the mage herself. After the mage finished telling her story, she disappeared, leaving only the bottle behind.
A magic bottle that can grant wishes. And I wish to leave this place and go somewhere where no one will ever find me again.
And then, the bottle seemed to softly inquire.
I don't know.
The flame in the bottle faded as the girl's single wish was granted, and she found herself in the middle of the desert, far away, where no one could ever find her. When the Dagger Bandit listened to her story, he sighed in disappointment that the flame with the power to grant wishes outside of the bottle had already died.
But this doesn't make sense. If it truly granted my wish, then nobody should have been able to find me here.
Maybe they shouldn't. The desert is difficult and dangerous to navigate, but I was determined to make it, no matter what.
Then take this bottle with you for your trouble. It may be able to grant you your wish, though sadly, only within the confines of the bottle itself.
All I wish for is light.
Honoring the bandit's request, the girl wished for light inside the bottle, and sure enough, it lit up. They found that while the light was only generated within, it could nonetheless shine through the glass and reach anywhere in the outside world.
Even though it doesn't burn as brilliantly as the light that shone before, this is still an extraordinary light. What will you do after I take the bottle?
I don't know.
Well, then maybe you should come back with me.
With no reason to refuse, the girl accompanied the Dagger Bandit back to the land where the light did not shine. They brought light to that place, and the darkness was dispersed, and they lived happily ever after.
And we're done! Seems the show went pretty well. Miss Honorary Knight! Didn't I do great? I felt like I really was the fiery... Wow, great costume, Glee! As soon as Paimon saw your shadow, she thought straight away, what a cute hat! Glee loves it! Thanks, Mr. Zosimos! Oh, wait! No, I mean, Mr. Director.
Mr. Director? Huh, no one's ever called me that before. Thank you. My dear little mage, thank you so much.
Miss Adia said that she tailored it a little bit so it would fit me, but you were the one who designed and made it.
Yeah, that's amazing! And it sounds like Adia did a great job. It was nothing, really. Just one of those, oh no, whatever shall I wear to the ball moments. Sewing comes in handy at times like that.
Sewing is an art in its own right. You're more talented than you give yourself credit for.
Really? Oh, I'm just gonna go for some... She gets embarrassed so easily. She really can't handle being in the spotlight.
Idia's a sensitive person and doesn't have a whole lot of self-confidence. I hope all the excitement hasn't brought her to tears. Oh, I'm a little worried.
Don't worry. I'll go make sure she's okay.
So, what did you all think of the play? Any thought?
Huh? Uh-oh. Time to get serious. Now, are you sure you want to hear what we...
Oh, absolutely. I had the courage to ask.
Okay, Paimon will go first. So, the dialogue at the beginning was pretty good, but it ran out of steam as the story went on. Paimon could tell that you ran out of inspiration somewhere along the way. The characters were honestly a little bit ridiculous. Paimon didn't get what you were trying to do. The moment anyone started to show any kind of substance, suddenly the scene was over. Yes, all very good points, Paimon. I would add that in its attempt to pay tribute to the series 1,000 Nights, all semblance of a coherent was sacrificed. Plus, I do have to penalize you for the issues with the...
Miss Adia, what are...
Oh, you know, I return like the tide when people start discussing something important.
Especially when it has to do with criticizing my show.
Mm-hmm. But there was one thing I liked about it. Just, you think so? I thought I was letting him off.
Adia, could I borrow you for a moment?
Oh, sure. Excuse me for a moment. Back to you, Paimon. Keep up the good criticism. Okay, in that case, Paimon did have one other...
Let's hear it. Taking criticism on the chin is all part of being...
The ending was all wrong. The girl's motives were clear and simple the whole way through. It was kind of jarring when all she had to say was, I don't know. And doesn't anyone else find it weird how her whole community was on the run, but she was only looking out for herself the whole time?
I'm fine. I'm not going to improve without feedback. I also learned a lot this time with the chance to be off stage.
What a great attitude. You don't seem upset at all by our comments.
I wouldn't say I'm completely unaffected, but you're only speaking the truth.
Still, now that Paimon thinks about it, you did finish the script in a bit of a rush. Maybe we were being a little...
That's perfectly fine. We all use our fast forward to... Of course, a director can accomplish nothing.
Hey, don't mention...
Okay, here, take this.
It's the bottle from the show! The one that...
That's right. Can you guess the secret?
Oh, maybe there's an invisible fairy inside that opens its eyes when you...
Bingo! You get...
That should do the trick. Oh, wait, this needs tightening up a little. Hold on, this will only...
This outfit's more fashionable than I imagined.
Excuse me, everyone. Do you have a moment? Especially you, Zosimos. Idia wants to...
A dream come true?
Yes. She said that as useless as she is, she wants to do something for you as the first person to have heard her words, not mine. I have to disagree, though. I have never thought of Idia as a
How is this suddenly about me? If everybody is ready, then I'd like to invite tonight's male lead to take the stage. Ta-da!
Wow! Cool! Kaya's turned into the real Dagger Band!
How is me changing outfits supposed to make the director's day? It's just a prototype costume. Is he that
Don't be silly. If I know our director, nothing will make him happier than to see his ideas brought to life by the right...
Well, then I'm happy to oblige.
Zosimos drew up countless designs and made a few prototypes.
How are you doing? Recovered?
Oh, I'm good.
Oh,
Can I keep...
Please do, by all means.
Sure.
Bye-bye, Mr.
Take care, my
Yes. Idea had the water droplet send us a message just as the
How is Lissig doing? He finished all the maintenance work?
Oh. Consider it, if you see.
Isn't this where we first met?
Correct! The core...
Whoa, so to fix it, same process as usual, right?
Exactly!
It's hard to forget after doing it.
Let's get going!
Yay!
The hub consists of these components. All you need to do is place them onto the foundation in the right shape.
The right shape? But we've never...
Oh, don't worry about it. Close enough will do. As long as it can spin, it'll be fine. Should be fine. I think.
Sometimes you have no standards with...
So this is a day in the life of the traveler. I'm learning more about you all the time.
But why isn't it turning?
The components are back in the core, and the hub is restored to its proper shape. That's all we needed to do. Like any wound, it just needs time to heal. It'll probably just start turning again one day in the middle of the night when no...
Really? I thought that with your special abilities, you...
What?
All of us are dying to see it. Not just how the domain looks when it's fixed.
I want to see Adia using her magic powers too! I bet... what are you guys talking about? And how is...
They're referring to our mascot's true form.
As I've said all along, there's much more to Idea than she gives herself credit for. She has a very special power. Though,
Did you notice right away, General? I only found out when I was checking.
So our general was the first to notice. It seems like
I'd say the same about you, Kaya.
What the? All of you? No? I mean, I wasn't trying to hide any. It's just, for people who stumble upon this place by accident, I think my current form is more approachable than my true one. I don't want people to get scared when they see me.
What? What is it? And whatever it is, how the heck does everyone know about it?
well, for one thing, I sensed elemental energy in the residents here, but none of them have visions. Then my mind started to wander as I was reading a storybook, and suddenly, I had a thought.
You hit the nail on the head. All right. In that case, please allow me to... I am an Oceanid who was exiled here when the former Hydro Archon passed away. My name is Adia.
Wow, Adia!
Now that I'm in my true form, I suddenly feel a little
You look stunning. You should be flaunting this look at every
Oh, come on.
Wait, so does this mean that all the people we met in here are
I'm guessing that the human counterparts to these Hydro alter egos are long gone.
That's right. When they wanted to leave, I took them to the edge of the depth. The components are, in fact, gifts that they gave to me before they left. But I'm always curious about what brings people here. So I used the streaming projector to bring their wishes to life.
The power to grant wishes, but only within the
Exactly.
It's a truly extraordinary light.
I've just realized something. When the components fell from the core, it appeared as if they had returned to their respective owners. It was after the components landed where they did that their owners and the things associated with them arose around them to form the
So now that the components have been retrieved,
Don't worry, they'll be quite safe. As long as I remember them, however much we might criticize each other or get into scuffles, in this mirage,
I had so much fun in the choo-choo cart and hanging out with Mr.
Me neither.
I'll always remember my...
very good.
This one's all yours, Adia. Our please work...
Huh? That's strange. Nothing happened. Oh, crumbs. Not now. Not right off the back of everyone putting me on a pedestal and me acting like... Someone get me a bottle. I'm hiding myself away.
You're already in a bottle.
What now? This was the only way. Now I'll never be... Yes, General Sung...
If it's okay with you, would you let me borrow the Shinro casket from the domain's core?
Ah, the Shinro casket. That's out here.
Wow! It's the relic that Kokomi mentioned earlier! So this is where it's been...
It was once a ritual vessel used for making offerings in the Moon Shrine. It's made from the remains of a yokai called the Shinkiro, and it can listen to the wishes of those who come to pray to build up Shinki, which gives it its... Several centuries ago, the relic was lost when the last prefect of Yashiori died in battle. Its final resting place was... The pearl that goes with it should be able to sense the casket's location. But when, unbeknownst to anyone at the time, the casket disappeared inside the core of the Valyria Mirage...
Huh? How come...
Well, imagine it was a sound instead of light. If the room is too big, you can't hear anything from outside the door, can you?
Oh, I get it now. The shell must have been having too much fun one day and got locked in the solitary confinement room.
I understand now, too. The core has been wearing out recently. That's why you were able to follow the pearl.
To get back to the story, without the offerings at the shrine, This vessel quickly yet countless people who have visited this domain brought their wishes with them and left a small piece of themselves behind along with their gifts. These have the same...
Wow! I never knew this thing was...
It is powerful enough to help you repair the Valurium.
But...
It's simple. We just need to awaken it. For example, my name and my wish is to use my critical thinking and strategic planning skills to bring a little more joy into the lives of my fellow Watatsumi Islanders. Idea?
Me? My wish is that all those who have sojourned to the Valurium Mirage in the past will achieve what they truly wish for. Not just in this domain, even though I know full well that trying to build a railway in the outside world is just a pipe dream, and that Maimuna will probably just go back to being a scholar. And I know that Zosimos has a lot of improving to do as a playwright. It's going to be tough for him back in Fontaine. Chasing your dreams is hard work. Despite all of that somehow, someday...
Okay, the combined power of our hopes and dreams is at your disposal.
Look! The wheel's been fixed!
Come on, hurry! Yay! Dia, you're back to normal!